Hey, good morning to everybody. This video, as you will hear, I made, I don't know, now maybe 3 days ago, 4 days ago. But since work is being done to upgrade to this 5G situation and something happened in our area with the fiber optic type stuff, I don't understand all that. This is telling me it's going to take, get this, 20 hours to upload. So I'm going to go ahead and play it. And again, you will hear it within this video. This is kind of where things started going south. And the racist issues started being thrown around. Am I responsible? As you will hear, my very sincere apology for being insensitive and stubborn, and not just stubborn alone, but trying to explain away something that's insensitive, more insensitive to the community that I am in than the situation I was trying or was going to tell the story on Ms. Blessed panel. I don't know what just happened. I probably need to go check my sound. But anyway, I'm going to, since you can't see it, let's go ahead and start playing. This video was made a few days ago. I decided to go ahead and upload. Okay. I'm just kind of fast forwarding through a few things. I'm a ghost now. Okay. But I understand. And that, I'm pretty sure after going through this ridiculous video that was made May of 2020, that is a comment that Fates left. And I'm pretty sure that I addressed that situation. But since you can't see that, I'm having to read it to you.
Did you get ready in the dark or something?
My commentary on many things, period. I will do my best to mention everything. And you know me. It's just me. I'm all over the place, okay? I'm me.
Because you look like a beautiful girl. Don't you know? Don't judge me. I just wish you knew. That's just like
And that song is Beautiful Nightmare. Now, of course, I go on to talk about, well, I already had part of this video made. So there was a lot of editing that I did, and I added this. I'm making this video partly in response to several people. There were 3 people. No, excuse me, 4. That emailed me. Now, I have taken my email down off of my About page. That will be explained later. I was asked, Gigi, where did all your support go? And what did you do? Okay, I explain more at the end of the video. To the person who emailed me, this is where the problems begin. This is an old video. I hope this helps answer your questions. Okay, hopefully. Now, again, I am quite sure. Now, this was made several days ago. I am pretty sure that it is in here that the most important part is my responsibility, my sensitivity, how I absolutely am not racist, but I understand how you may see that I am, may feel that I am, and that's not the way I live my life. The 7 stars video is old. That's not the most important part. I hope that I moved things around in this video. And yes, I should have watched it before I'm playing it. Yes, it's long. So I'm hoping this is in order. Hey, everybody. I am uploading this to kind of give an explanation and an answer to an email I received. I know it's a long video, but the most important part is towards the end when I am speaking to Deanna and others, Mrs. Blessed, and certainly an apology that is due. Look, the part about 7, it is simply to explain where this racist issue I feel started. This is not to bring up old beef, doxing that Jason did or she did. This is not to start a beef. There is no beef. And there will not be and should not be between any of us. So I hope you enjoy the video. Good evening, y'all. I made this video several days ago. I decided to go ahead and upload it. I'm going to first start out with the situation that I apologize. I left the room to check my sound. And yes, I do. Stop it. Okay. I'm very sorry for that. I'm hearing that I'm repeating myself. Okay. My sound isn't great, but I know that it's supposed to have a volume equalizer type thing already on this editing system that I'm using. So we will see. I'm sorry that you're hearing repetitive things. Seven got involved. Just a lot of mess. And yes, it's messy. And there will be other commentary as well. So here we go. The first video I'm going to play is me addressing 7. I could add the whole video, but since 7 and I have blocked one another, you will not be able to see her comments in the chat, although you will be able to hear what I'm saying. 7, what are you doing? This is nuts to me. And that's what these white people do over here. Are you serious? And I was giving him timestamps. I should have listened to this video. This is not. You are so evil. Okay. What? Let me add this in real quick. First off, I did not realize my volume to her video was up loud enough where it could be heard. The timestamps, again, are when Jason accused me of, or says, what is Gigi talking about? Baseball and mountains, okay? 7 says in a video how cold it is up in the mountains. And in that same video, she says something about knocking someone's head off. So I respond in a way that, yes, in the mountains, I love to play baseball, insinuating I'd like to knock somebody's head off too for lying on me. So that's where that comes from. So since Jason didn't understand, and mind you, this was over a year, probably about a year and a half ago. So I'm just going back to where all this crap started. It actually started in Ask April's chat when all of that happened to 7 about, what had happened in her childhood. I never commented on that. I never did. Yet, she went off on Chris G and myself, accusing us, calling us white bees, for basically being in April's chat while April was talking about it. I didn't see whether Chris G or not said anything, but I didn't. And as many people can vouch for me, I do not say a lot in chat at all. Let's continue. You said it about how you wanted to knock someone's head off.
I made a joke about playing baseball. Mountains were mentioned. Then a timestamp to look you up. I could care less where you are. I don't dox people. I haven't even, excuse me.
I'm pretty sure. And by the way, let me add, I absolutely, now I know I'm emotional. There's no, secret about that. Call me weak. I don't care. Okay. I talk too much. I talk too slow. I this, I that. I absolutely am not crying. I have horrible allergies, probably allergic to everything under the sun, especially during this time of year, which was in May of 2020, spring, and then, of course, this time, just basically year round. It's miserable. Plus, I just had a discectomy. No, even if I wanted to take pain pills, and this is a side note, I am so allergic to like the minimal type of anything. So I think later you hear me have to let or Suey out, which God love her, she's no longer with me. It was hell walking downstairs, and I know that I kept saying to her and trying to explain these freaking links. I sent him links, blah, blah. It's crazy. There's more.
I looked myself up when, probably when all this crap started. 7, I did not give him timestamps to look you up to find out where you were.
Let me add this as well, really quick. Excuse me. As far as doxing, and I have doxed myself after Jason felt like I was lying to him. And again, this is old news. Then 7 redoxes my full legal name, but my name. Of course, I have slipped up and called myself, by my first name. So I'm sure many of you have heard it. So I go into looking at myself after I made a video about things that I know are on my record. And then there are 2 things that are under my first legal name, meaning my first marriage, that has 2 things on there. And why I feel the need to sell this, it's not necessary. Yes, that's ridiculous. Anyway, but it's there.
Another lady with the same first and last name as my first marriage.
What did I
first
do?
And last name that are not me. And we are 6 months apart. So, mind you, this doxing business is not always correct. Let's continue. Why would you say that? Release those IG messages because you're lying. No, I'm not lying, 7. Good morning, Goddess.
And Goddess, let me add this real quick about the doxing thing, because I get this all the time. Because the one woman who we all know, and I also mentioned this video, that I went off on, for hurt feelings that had nothing to do with me, suffering 2 losses. And one did have to do with child trafficking, so it hit me very hard. I explained that when I went on to her channel. But the amount of people that just were rooting me on because I went off on her is so sad to me, because it's like, can we all not, I wasn't going to say, can we all just get along? Because I understand that's not going to happen. But can't you support me whether I like Tracy or not? Well, of course you can. And vice versa. And I do it every day. There's people I support that Tracy can't stand. And I mentioned Tracy, and I would mention Deanna, because those 2 women are women that have supported me. Deanna encouraged me to use my voice, don't take any ish off these bitches. You know, I appreciated the encouragement and the support and shouting me out. So, oh, and by the way, my precious English, I feel so bad that I answered her so not nicely.
Apologize. And honey, I've been so worried about you because I have not received any emails back from you. I've been emailing you to check on you, and I have not heard nor seen from you at all. So, baby, I hope you are doing well. Look, see, now I've lost my train of thought. That's what happens to me, and I know that drives a lot of people crazy. Trust me, it drives me nuts. When I think of that thought, I will go on with it. Oh, here we go. Why would you do that? Stalking you? This is things that she is saying to me in the chat. I'm stalking her. The things that you can hear me say, she is typing in my chat. But now, since I blocked her on the channel that she came to my video, you are the one that's lying. You're no. The timestamp when he was asking about baseball. I'll go back and look at the emails. Stalking you? You are the one that's lying. You're no. The timestamp when he was asking about baseball. Okay. There is absolutely no reason for me to go back and look at the email, because I know what 2 links were there. Jason had asked, what is Gigi talking about? Baseball and mountains. She must be the one that gave Tracy 7's where she lives. Craziness. I know what that email was. The timestamp when he was asking about baseball. I'll go back and look at the emails. But it wasn't time.
No, I won't.
I'll go back and look at the emails. I'll go back and look at the emails. I'll go back and look at the emails. It wasn't to hunt you down or look you down. I mean, look you up.
No, I will not go back, as I said before, and look up that ridiculousness. You just wanted to nitpick and say nasty things about a white person. Period. End of story. You even made a comment that more and more Ask April, which I call her Ask Mrs. Roper. You can say a lot of other things, but I heard the words of Lady Nika about fat shaming. And again, I added to that the things that are said to me can also cause someone to do something. I wouldn't. It's very hurtful, but I would not hurt myself. But I excuse me just a second. I lost my sound. I do not know what's going on. I haven't been on this. Give me just a second. Why is that? It says I'm connected. No. Oh, shoot. Why did it disconnect my... Okay. I hope I fixed it. Sorry, y'all. Absolutely deplorable. Absolutely deplorable. And then you go on Brianna's channel and get mad at, I believe it was Kimmy, for saying something to a white woman, and then you go and you make a video, oh, how that white woman must have felt. How do you think this white woman feels when I did nothing to you? Nothing. Except take and take and take and take from you. Not literally from you, but your lies, and just take your crap before I finally went the F off. With you, but why in the hell do you lie and say I was stalking you? You have a lot of people watching you. That's not cool. When I say she did have a lot of people watching her. I will say this. I know that she had surgery from, I believe, listening to Jada. I heard it somewhere, but I haven't seen or listened to her in I don't know how long. I hope she's doing well after surgery. Addiction is something. Oh, I want to word this in the most kind way that I can. That is so serious, so devastating on whichever end you are on in that situation. I have spoken of being in Al-Anon first, going to Alateen, making my kid, not making, but taking them when they were ready to go. But I was in Al-Anon many years before I became a sponsor. I have spoken about women and children needing to get out of the house. I bring them to my home. I take that very serious. I wish I could remember. Here's what I want to say as well, that when I went on Brianna's channel and I called it kind of a setup, because Chris G had already sent a voicemail to Brianna. So obviously they were talking behind the scenes. I told Brianna, play it, because I said, hey, Crystal, this is, gave my first name, which she knows me by my first name. And we discuss this very situation. And I said, I have helped everyone from black, white. And she said, I put emphasis on black. Like, I mean, I was shocked. This is not a joking matter, and I did not appreciate that. I am quite sure she has been offended by when I came up on SK's panel, said little boy, meaning in my heart, you're acting immature. But it's not 30 seconds later after I get off, I'm feeling like complete crap, because I know what little boy is to a black man. It's wrong. There's no way around it, period. But I genuinely, I'm not trying to make it right, and my apology still stands, even though he made a video and said, fuck your apology. I still mean that I am sorry. And when I speak later of never being spoken to the way that Lemon spoke to me, sure, I understand that he was taken up for his friend, and definitely he is a black man as well. It's offensive. I get that. It was offensive. It was insensitive. I apologized and took my apology back because of my stubbornness. That is fact. I was furious because I just thought, geez, give me a break. I'm calling you immature. I should have said immature. Period. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Oh, almost fell out of my chair. Was talking about, how you were just straight cut off from whatever pain medicine you were on. I don't know. It would be wrong of me to speak of that. So I hope, and I truly mean this, I hope you're doing well with that. All this other crap I don't appreciate. But that does not negate the fact that I do care what happens to people. And I know many call it a sector, I call it communities, whatever you want to say. I do not want harm to come to anyone. Anyone. Period. And, okay, you don't give a fuck. You're just a dirty ass soul. You're a cunt. Fuck you. Fuck you, fuck you. You doxed me. You're a goddamn liar. And you have a dirty ass spirit. Go to hell. Dirty ass bitch is what you are. Keep tapping it. Because that's what you are. Now, since you cannot see and I cannot show you what she is saying in the chat, I'm responding. Again, I'm responding to the hateful disrespect she is showing to me when I'm not going off on her. I'm being as patient as I can be.
Come on, keep tapping it. You're a liar. I did not stalk you. You and I both know that those IG messages were about Matthew, and you lied and you said, I asked how to get a hold of him because I wanted money. So you made a hold of?
She said two different things about Matthew Millen. That I wanted to get a hold of him to get with him. And then in another video, she said I wanted to get a hold of him because I wanted money. Bitch, please. Come on. Are you serious? Just hateful. You are a hateful young lady. I don't. No, you're not a lady. That's for sure.
You're a lie. You have the nastiest spirit of anyone I've ever seen. And ugly as fuck. And then you want to talk about hair and me pulling an N-word person? Man, you're disgusting.
This is what just blows my mind. How is it ever okay for a black man or woman to say this to a Caucasian man or woman that my full head of long hair is such and such to pull a black man? If I wanted to marry a black man, I would marry a black man. And I believe, I tell you, I have a man. I just will not remarry him. I'm sorry. I mean, all forgiveness between the both of us. But that is my best friend, and we will forever be as one. If you get what I'm saying. Now, this is another thing that is absolutely disgusting, deplorable. Not that I have anything against having a black man as a boyfriend or husband. None of that. But she talked about me having a full head of hair to love having a black man so I can pull a black man. I don't understand. I truly don't. It's craziness to me.
I mean, the way you think is pathetic. Don't ask for shit. Oh, okay. I'm asking you to tell the truth.
Telling the truth and telling the truth is so much easier than telling a lie. And so many lies have been told on me in this community for no reason, long before any of this happened. This is just when it got worse for me, because of a lady who pulled up her information about her family. I was in Ask Mrs. Roper, aka Ask April's chat, myself and Chris G. It was Crystal Gentry at the time, is what her channel name was. And I wasn't watching to see what Crystal was saying, but I didn't say a word. Ask Tracy, ask anybody that I'm in their chat. I mean, the young woman I'm speaking of that is no longer on here, that brought forth Seven's information about her family, stated it herself. She even said, Gigi comes in the chat, says hello, and lays back. And that's exactly what I do. And if someone's being doxxed or someone's two people I like are fighting, I just don't listen. Facts.
Asking you to tell the truth. Release the IG messages. You lied on me. That's what started this whole fucking thing. I never did a fucking thing to you. Ever.
And please, I don't want comments or emails that I'm crying or this or that.
I did say it.
I have allergies to almost everything under the sun, especially this time of the year. And I believe this video was made in May of last year. So, yes, spring and fall, well, basically year-round. It's miserable. So, no, I'm not crying.
I supported you. I sent you $45 for your equipment because you were going to become this youth.
All right, right there was so wrong with me, because I hate that. And where within myself why I said that was so wrong. Because when you do for someone, you do it out of the kindness of your heart because you want to give. And that is no joke. And it really shouldn't be mentioned by anyone. That's why when I do cash out, and I've gotten to where I do not like to super chat, because it's really no one's business. And that I apologize for. That should have never been said out of my mouth.
Tube star. And you didn't. You chose not to. Fine. No big deal. But to lie on me, that's fucked up. That is fucked up. Do you like it when people lie on you, Seven? You are so...
Speaking of lying, I have a video. Of course, it's unlisted. Many of my videos are all on private, but I think a couple are on unlisted. Because no, I don't like it when I go off and cuss and say filthy things. I don't. And no, it's not nice. I don't like to hear myself speak that way. But when I've had enough, I've had enough. And it is not about race. Truly, it is not about race. And when I say y'all, I say y'all. It's not like you people or you black people or you Asian people or you Mexican people. No, it's not that at all. No. And I will speak on that a little bit later.
I swear to God, you have the mentality of a 7-year-old child, and I've explained how that happened.
I believe that is the one time that I spoke on Seven's situation of her childhood and what happened within her family. A trauma that happens at whatever age, it's like mentality-wise, you're stuck at that age. That's why I call her a 7-year-old demon or the 7th demon star, just crap names that I make up. Yes, that video, I said that. I believe in this video I'm playing, I called her murderous something. That was horrible that I said that. I don't have a problem. Mind you, when I said murderous B, I believe, that is a comment that I read and giggled at. Was that right? No, absolutely not. Apologizing sincerely to things that I shouldn't say and that are hateful. And let me say this real quick. For anyone that watches this video right now or in the replay, if you think or have made your mind up that this is a suck-up video, no, it's not. It is absolutely in response to what did I do? You had supporters. You had people in your chat. What did you do to all these people? You racist this. You racist that. This is basically where the first thing started. Was 7 stating, more and more Ask April's chat is becoming racist. She was speaking of myself and Chris G when neither one of us had said anything about her. Period. Let's continue. To anyone. To any race. Period. End of story.
Did it a long time ago for your equipment. I supported you. I liked you. I liked your content. But,
now this is when she was doing real content. Or where my feeble mind thought she was doing content. I am speaking of when she would just get on there and chit chat. Just say hi to her supporters. And I was in her chat all the time. And of course, many of you, if not all, know how I feel about Tracy, number one, Deanna, and Lady Nika, whom I call Lady Light. And Mrs. Blessed. But Seven definitely knew I was in her chat. Even when she would see me, she would say, "Hi, Gigi." But then when this information came out and, oops, I supported Ask April as well. And I happened to be in her chat when Ask April wasn't even saying anything bad. She was doing commentary on what had happened.
Or what I thought she was doing, I guess in my mind, is the way I would explain it. I truly did not know. I'm fumbling for words because I just was in shock at how this all began. And I said earlier how it began. And I was nothing but white bitch, this, that, and the other. And I just don't get it. But that's okay. She can feel how she wants to feel. But yet you're going to take up for a white woman that was on Brianna's channel, I believe. And forgive me if I'm speaking of the wrong panel because it's been a while. Was it because you wanted to get at, I believe, Kimmy? Or was it you truly felt bad for the Caucasian woman? That's the question. You started down a road of just being mean and hateful for no reason. Please send it back.
And I mean mean and hateful to me, because plenty of despicable, hateful, just every name you could think of, she has done to others. Doxing. Oh my gosh, what has done to my sweet baby, sweet mom for life. There are no words. Alana Brown, I don't understand.
Then, here, now, right there, as I said, you can't see it because all her comments are gone. As I'm looking at this video on my other device, because I blocked her, and I'm sure she blocked me on.
Again, you will hear some repetitive things because I was trying to edit this quickly, and I think there are two clips the same back to back, or one clip in between the two. So forgive me for that.
One of her other channels, I can see her in the chat. I believe she came in my video on her main channel. She is the one, after I said what I said, that should not have been said. I supported you. I gave you my... That's something that is so wrong to do. I've already talked about that, obviously, just a little bit ago. Then she types, "I'll give it back. Here, I don't want your money." That's not verbatim. That is basically what I'm remembering that she said. Please send it back. Then, here, you want to send it back? Cash at me. Now, I sent it to her through PayPal, and it was $50, not $45. You going to send it back, 7? Send that $45 back. I looked to verify. I said 45, but I looked. And then after that, release the IG messages. Because you're a liar. And the reason you won't release the IG messages is because it will show that you lied on me. That's the whole issue. And then you say all kinds of stupid ass shit. Stupid shit. And what I mean by that, stupid shit is, you know, I do not understand the mentality of calling someone an N-word, black bee, a white bee, all of those things that are said that just aren't getting us anywhere. And I mean collectively us. All together, black, white, Asian, every race, creed, color. There's no need for any of that. So that's what I'm talking about when I say that. Dumb. Just dumb. And any timestamp about a mountain had to do with you talking about knocking someone's head off. And then in one of my videos, I made a joke about playing baseball. And then I was watching Jason. He was like, what's Gigi's life talking about? Baseball and mountains. And in that email, sure, I could have pulled it up. But at this point, that's really not the point. For some reason that is unbeknownst to me, I do not understand why he put out that email captioned, and it was on his channel that was taken down. I forget the name of it. I believe it was titled Gigi is a Liar. And of course the email had not my full government name, but you know, parts of my name. Excuse me. Oh, wait. Excuse me just a second. Okay, I'm so sorry. That was my son. I needed to
take that call. Okay.
He didn't get it because he doesn't want. He's stupid as fuck. Send me, hey Tracy, send me the $45 back. There's my Cash App.
Now, mind you, this video was made after Jason doxed me and all this situation is going on. This is not to take up for Jason, his actions. I'm not responsible for what Jason says. Period. I'm not. I'm responsible for me and me alone. This is not to start any type of beef with anyone. I said in the beginning of this video is in response to emails that I have received, and I thought at the very beginning I put the main part of really what I wanted to say to the people that are very near and dear to me, and I adore them. Let's continue.
Fuck you, you dirty ass cunt. I haven't done shit to you. And you make this video this morning, lying, saying nasty ass things about me. Fuck you. Murderous bitch. There you go. That is something that I should have never ever repeated. It was written in the chat. I know who wrote it. It's not important, but I shouldn't have laughed. I should not have said that.
Repeated it. Period.
And it was very wrong of me to say that. 7 didn't do what was done in her family. Period. Oh my. And I will say this as well. Not caught hell, but I mean, it was mentioned by 3 people that support me in videos that they had made. Just in passing, it was mentioned that I didn't go hard enough on 7. I have a gazillion cuss out videos. They got me nowhere. I'm sitting here trying to have a woman-to-woman conversation with her. Still yet. There's just something wrong with this young woman. Period. And that is how I feel. Something's wrong. You know, I definitely don't sit and call people mentally ill and this and that. I'll say, oh, that's crazy. Get help. At its worst, that's what I'll say to someone. But dang, I had cussed and called this young woman everything other than racial slurs. So here I am trying to have a calm conversation.
Excuse me one moment. Ooh, my phone keeps ringing. Sorry. Yeah, then I'm called out that I'm not going hard enough on her. I don't understand.
God. Are you serious? Are you sending the $45 back, 7? There's my cash app. Because I supported you and you lied on me. So send the $45 back and then release the IG messages. As I said, you won't do it because it will show that you lied on me, which started this whole fucking thing, you cunt. And yes, I have a head full of hair, but it's not to pull an N-word man. I have a man, ho. You stupid slut. And Jason does all this shit to you, calling the detective, and then now you're laughing at what he does, and then you say my government name and dox me again. Take that video down. 7, are you still here? Oh my God. I swear, I've never seen such a childish 70-year-old. 7. Yeah, 7, you 70? Because you look at hard ass face. In those.
Okay. Now, I called her 70 because, I get age shamed all the time. That is seriously the least of my worries. Do I appreciate it? Of course not. And I don't like it when I hear others my age and older being age shamed, and people our age shouldn't be on here. Go play with your grandkids, go do this, go do that. Really? Ridiculous.
Lips, I swear to God. Okay, let me be nice.
I'm trying to be nice.
Seriously, you lied on me. You know it in your heart, period. You lied on me. Release the messages.
Again, I say a million times over, release them, meaning the IG messages. Yet she won't, because it will prove that she lied on me. And then it's not 6 months later that she's laughing and says, and like I said, I have this video, I believe it's unlisted, it's probably on private, where she's laughing about lying on people in states. And now this is not verbatim. She needs to lie on more you hoes, and these are her words, I'm using air quotes. Lie more on you hoes for whatever crazy. It's shocking to me. I do not and will never understand why someone lies. So many lies have been told on me, which I will discuss later. Have I made mistakes? Yes, I have. I can name them and count them on less than 3 fingers. 2 fingers. Excuse me, 2 fingers. I know what I have said.
Stalking you telling people I'm stalking you, all the people that you have, that's fucked up. Well, I have 400 subscribers, 420, whatever it is, and you have thousands, and you say all this bullshit. She needed content, and then she said, we need her for content. Nobody's checking for you, 7. You slut.
Now, when I was listening to that, I was like, oh, well, I just kind of contradicted myself because I'm talking about how many subs I have, which is really not about subs. That's half the battle in your watch hours. It's views that are the most important. And then her amount, but then I say no one's checking for you. So that didn't make a whole lot of sense. I definitely will admit that.
Spoiled brat, and you're proud of being a spoiled brat. That's what kills me. Unbelievable. Oh, there you go. Dadgummit, I didn't catch it. She's 7. What? Okay, I saw it, but what did the message say? It just went through real quick.
I'm going to try to find parts of the rest of this video, and we will proceed from there.
You get on there with dates. You go to a man's house and you say the next thing you know, you woke up and your shirt's unbuttoned and you had cum all over your hands. Shut the fuck up.
And that video, I did commentary as well. Because I continually, just over and over, and I'm not even in her chat, and then she falls out with Tracy, and then I'm a liar, and just all kinds of lies she's telling. And that video where she talks about the pilot, I have the video, I did commentary on it, and you hear her say those exact words I just said. And then this dude, I mean, talk about stalking. What was his name? Was it? Jeez, I want to say Turbo. I don't know, Lord. Snoop did a commentary on it. I didn't. I got to the point where it's like I can't get anywhere. I'm wasting my time, and you just can't convince others of who you really are.
Why did oh gosh.
As you can tell, I'm getting extremely frustrated. I am watching her nasty comments at the time in this video, and as I explained earlier, on the channel she came in this video was her main channel. I can see her on her other channels, and I'm sure she can see me. She is continually just on and on and on and just writing nasty things. I remember. Can I remember verbatim? No, I cannot. Like I said, I am losing it. Just about to lose it. I'm doing everything I can to get this situation straightened out. Not to be buddies, but to coexist and for nastiness, well, from her way, because as I said, there's been one person that did not deserve me coming after her, and that would be Tracy. I respond, period. I don't come after people. Anything I say or make a video about is lies that are told or some commentary that ends up happening out of somebody else's video. I just don't do that. I choose not to. I will go back and look. I've explained it. As you can see and hear, excuse me, not see. Excuse me. I am getting so very frustrated. I'm doing everything in my power. And yes, I repeated and giggled at the comment about murderous this. That was hateful. Bringing up the money, that is just wrong. You should not do. I'm doing everything I can to get through and explain to this young woman what happened. To not be your buddy, but, you know, coexist, or if you say hi, I say hi, whatever. That may not be your wish, but I don't wish to beef, battle, roast with anyone. And as I have stated in another video, the one woman that I came after, which many of us know, is Tracy, who absolutely did not deserve me being angry and hollering at her. And she was gracious, forgave me. That ate at me for a month. It was about 2 months. And no joke, my heart hurt every day for the way I treated her. Regardless of how she said what she said, and we all know what she said, I didn't like it. Did I think she was going to actually do that? No, first off, I'm pretty sure we all know what GoDaddy is. But when, it was GoDaddy, Big Daddy, and something else, okay? When I typed in Big Daddy, that's a gay porn site. So that just sent me off the rails. That's all it took. And there was no reason for it. I could have voiced my opinion respectfully, the way she has always treated me. Period. And there's no ands, ifs, or buts about that. That is beside the point, but I am doing everything I can. And as I have stated, I was called out for not being hard enough and you know, cussing her out enough. But at this point, I have called her, you know, all kinds of stuff. Not racial things, racial slurs, names, etc. I'm doing the best I can. She's just not having it. She does not want it. And so be it. I apologize. I deleted parts of my commentary. So I'm pretty sure that back to back, you're going to hear basically the same thing. I apologize. I'm going to be lazy and I'm not going to go back and delete one of them. So again, I apologize and let's proceed from there.
So much in that video. Oh, he says, Gigi must be the one that gave 7. I mean, Tracy 7, where 7 lives. That is a lie. So I explained that in an email. So I'm not lying. Lay down.
Poor Suey, my sweet baby Suey, who's no longer with us. I even got hateful with her. Dadgummit, I'm even being hateful with my sweet baby Suey. Let's continue.
So you cannot say I'm a liar when I'm sitting here telling you the truth. I mean, why would I want to hunt you down and find you? And you sit on your...
And that is something that, sure, I can say all day, I'm not a liar. But the next person, whether it be 7 or someone after 7, sure, they can say I'm a liar. So that's not correct, what I said, because that happens all the time to me. And it goes nowhere. And it's sad. It truly is. And, you know, I have a lot of faults, but I will say, hey, D-Dot, how are you, baby? Wait, where's your wrench? Oh, wait. Daddy is doing well. Oh, the horses. Oh, my husband. Well, not my husband. My man. He is going to pick up a horse in Omaha right now. Oh, thank you for dropping in. But as I was saying, that absolutely gets me nowhere, and it is frustrating. And I can say it till I'm blue in the face. And if you feel about me one way, you're just going to feel about me that horrible way you feel and believe a lie. But I promise you, and you don't know me in person, I understand that. Full well understand that. However, I promise you, I have more good in me than I do bad. Promise you that. Why does my phone keep shutting off? Sorry about that. D-Dot, it's so good to see you.
This morning and repeat my government name. That's not cool. But you're good at that because you've done it so much with Tasha K. That's a dirty ass bitch. You have a dirty, nasty spirit. Why would I want to know where you are? Stop, 7. Why do you want to be so hateful? God. You need that $45. Well, no, that's not enough to do your new.
Wait, let me. Oh, let's see. Oh, you have 5, but 2 are friends that I'm taking care of due to billing. Oh my gosh, I know so much. I mean, like, we haven't raised our horses, which 2 of our channels, well, they belong to both of us, myself and well, I call him my red man, which I know people see that as racist as well. That, I mean, he's Indian, okay? That's just, let me say that. And to anyone that offends, I apologize. That is something between he and I. It's been 2 years since we've been able to race with all this going on. So, I feel for you. And I have you on my mind all the time. I see you in SK's lives, and I see you here and there. Like I said earlier in this video, I don't type a whole lot in chats, as even you can vouch for. I wish I could. Oh, I don't. Oh my gosh. Did you see the latest one of, oh, I couldn't catch it. Little babies. I mean, they like were just born, but I call them babies, but they're 2 years old. Let's see, they should be 2 years old because 4. Yes. Okay, so 2 years old, but I took, Apache on one side, and, well, this has nothing to do with him, but my mother is Osage, partly, and on his father's side, which his grandmother was full-blooded Native American. I know Indian, we're not to say that anymore. I would have to check with him. I know what it is. Let's see, Apache in, oh my gosh. I can't even call it right now. I don't know. Oh, I know. Oh, all my babies around. Oh, I just love them. And thinking when, I was raised a vegetarian. But, of course, the children were given the choice when they got old enough. If they wanted to eat meat, that was up to them when they could make that choice. And I guess around 14 to 16, they started eating chicken and stuff. But, of course, baby boy, and I know he hates it when I call him that, we always went to the deer woods, and it's like thinking about, taking one of those babies down. It's horrible. I know, let's see, my son was 10 when he shot his first deer. And good gracious, it was huge, and he was so proud. But he's going to kill me if he hears this. Later that night, he was so upset, so quiet. I won't tell you the rest of what was going on in his tent. But he felt so bad. Oh, you do? Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. But yeah, thinking back to that, of course, it's awesome on our property or daddy's property. As you know, my mother is no longer with us. They just are everywhere because they feel so safe. I mean, they will swim across the lake from an area where everybody hunts. Just, hey, I get you. I'm a vegetarian. I have been all my life. But they will just be all over here. I can walk up to them and feed them Jolly Ranchers. And, Daddy's like, don't get close to him. They'll stomp you. No, I'm talking a huge buck, an apple Jolly Rancher, straight out of my hand. It's crazy. Okay, I'm going to continue.
Lip injections. What? You're going live again? Okay, we'll go live again. You have that right. Go live again and tell more lies.
Let me mute real quick. I don't know what is happening here. I keep... Let me... Okay. Lord Almighty. Oh my gracious. I'm busting my shell.
And be nasty about it.
Sorry
it's ridiculous.
Your
problem is
awesome.
that you need to grow the fuck up. You're 37 years old.
Oh, listen. That's why we put, or Daddy put the gates in on both ends of the property. Of course, there's 48 acres. But the areas that we could, and mainly, well, they love to shoot. They walk right up on the front porch. But a lot of the bucks will stay down by the lake. And Daddy put those gates in that only one of them stays locked. Locked. And I was complaining about it the other day when I was driving around looking for the babies. Dadgummit, Daddy, what good's this going to do, locking this gate? Because people will come down that steep dirt road to the lake and hunt. And it makes me livid. All of us livid. I'm not going to judge anyone for what they choose to do as far as hunting, fishing, whatever. I love to fish, but I catch and release. But it got so bad last year, and I heard this truck go down, and I could see the gun rack, so I knew what was fixing to happen. And I just took off. I didn't take my gun with me, didn't do anything, didn't wake my son up, didn't wake anybody up, and I went straight down there to yank a knot in somebody's tail. I hear the gunshot and watch this doe fall, and I lost my ish. I called the game warden. Of course, they chew me out. You shouldn't do that without calling us first. I'm like, you wouldn't have been here in time. So, Lord, for like 3 weeks straight. They're up in the trees at night. I mean, they were all over this property. So, I mean, I'm not a big law calling person the majority of the time, but no, don't be messing with the babies. We haven't. Oh, that's awesome. Is it out in the country? It sounds like it is. I'm so glad you're here, D-Dot. I appreciate you being here. Let me continue this.
You still act 7. I mean, seriously.
I'm going to
Lie on me and say a bunch of lie on me and say a bunch of bullshit. And you won't release the IG messages because it'll show that you lied.
Okay, I mentioned that. Let me see if I can fast forward here.
And
Wait. Okay.
And your point. You're such a. I swear to God, you're such a child.
I've said that over and over and over again. Let's see.
Bitches, I'm a boss bitch. I don't watch you, cunt. Are you serious?
And that statement is very true. I took my email off of my About page because the emails were out of control with clips of people saying things about me that were horrendous lies, hurtful lies. And you can say all day, this is YouTube, this is the beef sector, toughen up. Okay, say that, but that's not who I am. I have feelings, and I'm pretty sure everyone else does too. And if you don't, okay, you don't, but I do. So I don't like things being sent to me. You know, it's not that I don't want to be able to talk to someone that supports me or someone that I support, but geez, I have no desire to hear anything you have to say, 7, at all. But the amount of emails that were being sent to me that Jason was saying about me and you were saying about me was unbelievable. Unbelievable.
What? I haven't watched you in I don't know how long until someone commented about this situation this morning. That's how I knew you said something about me. I cunt. You dirty ass bitch. What, you gotta go to the doctor and get some more lip filler? Do something about that hard face of yours. You look fucking 80. God bless. You liar.
Well, dang, look at me. I put 10 more years on her within 20 minutes. Earlier, she was 70. Now she's 80. Oh, this is so frustrating. And in all honesty, I'm going to address lies. I just am. Period. and tons of lies this young woman has told about me, on me. This is crazy. Why? Why be so hateful? The devil's seventh star does everyone dirty. She's a dirty ass bitch and she lies on everybody. Everyone have a great day. Tracy, Manny, hello. Is that eyeball Manny? Ooh, Tracy, Manny's got an eyeball. Oh. Manny, you come in here with eyeball. What do you say about eyeballs? You're crazy. I can't believe it. I mean, you know, Jason goes and doxes me, which English. I'm sorry, baby. Hey, abuse of you. English. Have a good day, baby. I will talk to you soon. How are you doing, View? Hey, Grapes. But this is crazy. You know, I know I slipped up and I'm talking and, you know, when I mess up, I will say my first name or slip up and say my first name. But, you know, to dox me, if he wanted to release the emails, fine. But he could have redacted them and have taken my name out of it. That's just, I want to read Views comment. And I love View dearly. Talk about being with someone since the beginning. She says, oh my goodness, and I love your accent, plus cussing with your accent is priceless. Oh goodness, I shouldn't be cussing, period. But actually, oh wait, have you, I seen your conversation last night. Oh, okay, that's Manny talking. Anyway, thank you, View, for supporting me. And again, you know, when that conversation I was gonna wait till the end to talk about Mrs. Bless because I adore her and I do not understand what happened, what went wrong, why I jumped ahead of myself in thanking View for supporting me and understanding where I was coming from when I said what I said to SK, which I clearly stated. You'll hear it. She started feeling about me the way that she does because I've never said anything bad about her. You know, that breaks my heart. I really adore her. Let's see what else is in this, if there's anything worth playing. Cool. And then 7 goes and doxes me again and repeats it. So you dox me. I didn't do anything to this woman. She lied on me. She won't messages, which there's 2 of them. Okay. And it will show that she's a liar. I so apologize. I am so sorry for the repetitiveness. That's just laziness of not going over this video. I will probably go ahead and let this play out. Excuse me. I know it's repetitive, but more people are coming. Okay. Stop at the video. I'm sorry. There's an emergency. Well, not one that I just need to hurry. This is almost over. Okay. And are asking what's going on. So I'm repeating what's going on. So those of you who listen or watch my video, just, you know, you can red ball through it and pretty much get the gist of this situation that in my eyes should have never happened. And, you know, I stand alone. I support people that do not support other people that I adore, love, care about, however you want to say it. And I'm not one that will sit and say, oh, you like her or you like him. I'm not going to do that. And really, when others are saying that, I just kind of leave the room because I don't want to, I just don't want to hear that. And it is hard when two people that you like, adore, and have followed for years, and I mean years, when they're in a fight, a beef, whatever you want to call it, it just, I hate it. But I know it happens, and it happens every day. Unbelievable. Tracy, you just woke up? Oh my goodness, I can't believe this. This is crazy. Well, everybody, it's obvious. She said she's going to go live. I'm sure to say my government name over and over and over. She typed it in the chat. Oh, I know. It's messed up. You know, like I said, she's good at it. She's done it to many, many people. Many people she's done that to. Then she, you know, made fun of me being over at your place, Tracy, and talking, and it just ridiculous. I'm so sorry, I just noticed that. Bus drivers have good benefits. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. And they definitely should have. I don't know if she's a bus driver or not. But I just noticed that. I mean, I noticed it then, but I'm really noticing it now. Oh, I love you, Beauty. You kill me. Grapes. I love you, Grapes. And I guess Grapes has me blocked because she was in the chat this day. I have lost a lot of supporters. Do
mainly, I understand from a bunch of lies, and also things I'm responsible for, that every single time within less than an hour, I have come straight back to YouTube live and genuinely say, I know you don't know my heart. You know, when people say it's not my intentions to hurt, of course, I would hope that it's never anyone's intention. It's about the damage that is done when you say something irresponsible. Have I said irresponsible things? Yes. And I'm going to do my best in a minute to, I don't want to tell the whole story, because the reason I stopped myself on Ms. Was Blessed when the monkey comment came up, because I originally came up to say that kitty litter that was saying a bunch of stuff in her chat but had my picture, I originally came up to say, that is not me. Well, I got that out, but then Mrs. Blessed said, or you may know him. Well, what does that mean? Shade, I didn't get that anyway. I let that fly. But I did stop myself. I know how I was raised. I know what my heritage is. And even if it weren't what it is, racist behavior is not tolerated in any shape, form, or fashion in this family, either side of my very large family. Period. So I knew by starting, after I answered the question, how do you feel about the monkey comment? And I said, my parents would skim me alive, or, basically, that's what you say in the South, give you a good whooping. All right. Basically, it would just not fly. It would be bad for me if that ever came out of my mouth. So then I go in and I am going to tell a story. But as I start telling the story about features, I'll leave it at that, on a certain person in my family, I am cringing, going, but there's no comparison. Oh, what happened? Oh, no. Where'd it go? No. Hold on. Why in the world did I lose? Oh, there's not enough time in the day. No, don't connect to my car. How did that happen all of a sudden? What in the world? No. No. Alrighty. So it's playing in my car. Comparison. I don't know where it stopped. There's no comparison. Saying
monkey to a Caucasian or calling a black person a monkey. There's no comparison. There's just not that sting. There's not that hurt. There's not that disrespect. There's not that racism there. And so I stop myself. And all I hear in my mind is something about, so is that what you mean? Something about, and the person in my family being black. And I said, no, that's not what I mean at all. That is why I stopped myself. Then I did proceed on to say what I said about 7, about why, and no one should call anyone a black bee or a white bee. So without adding more, so to speak, fuel to the fire and adding that very, very special man into something that I should not have even began to, that's the best. I mean, that's just the truth. And I'm actually thankful that blessed, and it wasn't done in a rude way. I mean, she stopped me to ask me a question, and like I said, I only heard part of the question, and all I heard was, do you mean you're in man in my life is black? I said, no, that's not what at all. So there is that, and that is the best that I know to explain it, because that is absolutely the truth. And I understand completely and absolutely gave an apology and meant every word of it. There, like I said, no one, this is YouTube, this is social media. You do not know me personally. You do not know my life. You don't know how I live my life. You can only go by how I act or behave here. Just a disaster mixed with stubbornness and being cussed out by a man the way I was by Lemon. I have never in my life, I take that back. My first husband was very verbally abusive, and I have vlogged about that. Other than that, the way I was cussed out by Lemon was the second man in my life that any man had ever spoken to me that way. Which, yes, I can get stubborn. And that is not a good thing. That is not something, a quality that you want to have. Defensiveness, no, you don't want that either. I have a lot of those things you don't want, but I promise you, I have a lot of good qualities. A lot of them. But what you and the next person in this community believe and choose to believe are lies, and that I will never understand. I just will never understand. Now, to the ghost part. Faith's Yaya, who I adore as well. Wherever she is, I'm usually where she is. Certainly, at a place where I'm blocked. She is. And Duchess, Duchess, I adore her. If Faith comes up on a panel, I enjoy her commentary and her take on things. So I was truly shocked by our, so to speak, conversation that we were having in my comment section. I did not erase any comment of yours, Faith. Period. I mean, I have looked and looked, and I follow the conversation, and I don't see where one comment has been deleted. Now, when I saw a comment that you had written in Deanna's chat, Gigi's racist, I could not have been more shocked. Maybe I shouldn't have been. Maybe this is the way you have felt about me the whole time. The way in which Bonnie Bon spoke about me, I was shocked. And for those content creators who say, oh, I don't want to hear, you support from the bushes, this, that. And yes, Tracy is one of the ones that has said that before. I'm not specifically calling out Tracy. Please let that be known. Because I've received emails, oh, you're stabbing Tracy in the back. I would have to read it specifically. Something to that. It's ridiculous. I know that Tracy would be honest with me like I was the other day. I did not appreciate her laughing at Bless because I am dumbfounded as to where this all came from with Mrs. Bless. I adore her. I've not been able to go in her chat yet, and still I don't comment a lot in people's chats. Ask Tracy, she'll tell you if it's that important, but that is the truth. I just don't. So when Bonnie Bon called me a drunk and that I talk in circles, yes, I'm an unmedicated ADHD person, period, and I choose not to medicate myself. And yes, I have given everyone ammunition to those things that get to me. I'm well aware of that. I was truly shocked because I have been in her chat. I have dropped down. But I said to her, why would I? And then I just left because Deanna has been with me from the beginning and has always supported me and encouraged me. She was getting upset. Her chat was getting upset. That is the last thing in the world that I want to do to Deanna. So what brought all this up and out of context of this video I was playing of sevens is Deanna was in here too. So I guess I'm going to pause for a moment. Let me see if I can find something real quick. Oh, no. Not that one. Nope. It's not settings. Where? No. Brand. Okay. Okay, I've got to run, so I am going to play this 30-second countdown while I connect my other device and roll down the road. Lord, give me strength to make it through this day. Okay, scratch that out. There is 20. This is the very important part. Let me try to figure this out because, gummit. Oh, something's come up. I mean, not emergency, but let's continue. No. Now this stupid thing connected to my card. Would you why does it keep doing that? I'm so sorry.
Grapes has blocked me. I
don't know if I went back to
it, but I don't have anybody blocked. I think I have 2 people blocked. That's
I looked, there's 3 people.
Something. But anyway, that's beside the point. So I'm a ghost to fates, but I truly am just shocked at a lot of things that were said to me, were written about me, and I can't make you change your mind about me. I understand that. All I can do is continue living my life the way I know I was raised. Right is right and wrong is wrong. I know that all too well. And I am not the insensitive person that I don't understand what others are saying when they're talking about this case that is going on and the letter. Period. Now, as far as the comment that Tracy laughed at and bless calling me messy, well, isn't everyone messy? Why all of a sudden did I become just this monster of a messy person? I don't get that. I don't get it at all, Mrs. Blessed. And again, I did not find that comment funny. I truly wanted to know from Tracy, whom I care about a great deal, and she's always had my back, has supported me, and so is Deanna. It was not trying to start mess, but more mess between or for Deanna or for Tracy or for both of them with their situation. It wasn't at all. Asking a question was not starting mess. It was a genuine question, Ms.
I have also wondered because Mrs. Blessed is very close to Brianna. And I said some hateful things about her weight, which I loud and clear and have stated, I heard Lady Nika, aka Lady Light, about fat shaming. That will not come out of my mouth again. It won't. And I do apologize. Also, I pose the question again. What does it do to a person when they're constantly called a pillhead, an addict, druggie, racist? That affects some people. It affects me. As I said, I wouldn't do anything to myself, but it could do something to someone else because I am not those things.
Mrs. Bless, I don't know what and where I did anything to you. I've done nothing to you. So the comment that you made subliminally that later was made clear that yes, that was about you, Gigi's life. That too shocked me. So I mentioned the Karen comment that you had made about me, which made,
and it was Becky that she called me, not a Karen.
Made zero sense to me when you made it at the time. I didn't get it. I still don't get it. So you have felt this way about me all the time, the whole time? Okay. I wish you all the best in the world. And I intended on ending it there. I want to take something back because I did not go ahead and play this old video and situation all the way out. Deanna Irvin, just came into the chat at the 38:11 minute mark. So it looks as though she hasn't blocked me, and I appreciate that. I will continue to support her, but I certainly will respect her and not drop down in her chat because I don't want to do anything to upset her supporters whatsoever, or her. My goodness, that's from German lady. I wanted to play this one last thing because Seven is so infatuated somehow, some way about my full head of hair to pull a black man. Well, you don't have to hear it out of the video. It's in the video. I'll say it myself. I do not come on here talking about men, sexual things. I just don't think it's a ladylike thing to do. You come on talking about your date. You have this whole situation with what's his face.
The Pyro.
Can't remember it at the time. I will
Pyro.
when I finish this video.
Pyro. That's his name. Pyro. I said Turbo.
But who goes to someone's house?
The pilot.
States that you woke up all of a sudden and your shirt's unbuttoned and you had cum all over your sleeve. What a
hand.
Young lady you are, aren't you? Really? And you think you
you, Miss Devil's 7th star, are in good standing to stand in judgment of anyone. I think not, darling. No, no, no. Not you of all people. And, well, I won't get into judgment. I'm pretty sure that we all know, and no one should be judging anyone else. How dare you? The lies you've told on me. I was asked last week, I believe it was, and it was through email, and I will not mention the person's name. And it was a kind email, but it, kind of had a little jab to it. It basically stated, "What happened, Gigi? Where did all your supporters go? Look what you did." Well, okay. Sure, I used to have quite a few people in my chat. But also, I do know that lies have been told, and people are going to believe what they want to believe. Period. Does it sting? Does it hurt? Does it feel good? All of that. Because I sat and watched how Tracy was treated over a lie. How one of her strongest supporters, Ms. Pizarro, went by a lie that she and Jason were emailing. And because Jason sent an email, or it was seen when she opened up something, that's not her fault. I get sent emails all the time. And anyone in this community is allowed to report on anything they want and any situation that they want. So I can't compare my situation to Tracy's, but I certainly understand it because it doesn't feel good. I do not do this content creator, YouTuber thing on a daily basis or a regular basis anymore like I did years ago. I don't have the time. There are different things in my life going on. But Tracy does. So that was a hard hit. And to hear Tracy and see certain changes in Tracy, it makes me sad. I heard her in one of her videos, I do believe it was today, that she didn't understand the Raw situation. Now, I know that Deidre, or Dee or Gigi, had left the comment that she left. Tracy said, look, let let me and ZX have our beef, yada, yada, yada was said. But when Tracy brings up the panty situation, and you guys, I know this is off the subject to a point. Just follow me, please. Dee, Gigi, Deidre, demanded. Have you made your response video and this video? She calls out everybody. And she was speaking straight to Raw, her moderators. Raw, have you made your video? Such and such, have you made your video? That's how it went down. So yeah, then Raw made this video on her Popation channel. That's your deal, Deidre. That was, I don't know, that was off-putting. But, you know, I'm sure Tracy didn't see that part, because I have heard Tracy say many times, no, she doesn't like to see or hear bad things that are said about her either. Nor do I, and I don't think anyone does. Does he still have it up? Or do I need to, let me reverse this, because I want to play this one. Wait. Let me see if I can. That's me. Excuse me. That's me going back to that video, asking, does he still have that video up? But I had forgotten. Well, I don't know if that channel. I think it was YouTube Justice Department channel had been taken down. I don't know if it was a year ago or not. I'm unsure of that. So let me try to speed this up. Hey, Dan, how are you? Oh, Seven's being a cunt and lying on me. But, you know, I'm trying to be, you know, show her that I'm not hunting her down. Not that I owe her a damn thing, because the racist motherfucker over there started this bullshit. And yes, well, I'll say it later. I was angry. And that word should not be thrown around as much as it's thrown around. Has he said racist things? Yes. Does that make him completely racist? I don't know. I don't know that gentleman personally. Period. Regardless of what people want to put out there, I am not in agreement with the two things that I know for a fact he said. They're horrible, they're awful, and they are racist. And let me, yes, I called him a racist motherfucker. I just said it. I, again, have heard two horrible things, irresponsible things. Okay, let me try this. I also made videos about them. What I'm basically saying there, to speed this up, is I called that out. I said, that's not cool. You shouldn't say that. Does that mean we have a beef? People are saying I hang out in his chat and this or that. Sure. This letter situation, there's been emails, but it's not working behind the scenes. I have been upfront and honest with everything.
He has doxed me because he thought I was lying on him.
And I was extremely angry and so confused why he was confused.
I completely understand what many of Deanna's chat and others were saying to me. I understand. This is not a white woman going after a black woman. Right is right and wrong is wrong.
Yes, I am white, and the other woman I'm speaking of, yes, she is black. But it's not in a racist way. This woman has done something towards me, and I state and have, well, let me finish.
I do. I promise.
Hold on. Son, my God.
I understand how you feel. Well, no, I don't, because I'm Caucasian. I can't know what that feels like.
Definitely right there. That should have been worded differently. And for that, I truly apologize, because I cannot and will never, ever be able to know what and how that might feel, because I am Caucasian. I understand that.
To be called like N-word, Nika, slave, just horrendous words. No, I don't understand. I don't like it, but I understand what you're saying to me when what was said to me in Deanna's chat. But
I definitely heard and saw each and every one that had a comment. Some were not as bad as the next one, meaning comment. But I can understand where you're coming from. I am just simply asking that in this situation, it truly is not a racist type thing. It just happens to be that this case is against a black woman. It's not, oh, I choose to go after black people. No. Not at
I
all.
really was excited to go speak with Deanna. I truly was. So yes, I was stumbling and fumbling. I was tired out of my mind. And I just wanted to visit with her. I was not prepared to just be forward and say, look, it doesn't matter. I have respect for you. Of course, whatever, in whichever way it needed to be put, that I do not and don't want to speak about it. And to have,
And not just I don't want to speak about it. I truly was told, don't make videos about this situation. Don't say a word about any of it. Period.
others be brought up on the panel and to be grilled because of a case that I have, I don't think that was right either. And I certainly
I'm
am so very sorry for offending anyone.
I'm gonna beat this grown child. I mean, if I could still whoop that boy's butt. This is ridiculous. Excuse me. I should be muted. I am so sorry. I mean, are you? My God. Oh, he's sorry. He's not bleeding, but I mean, a grown young man. This is crazy.
Let me
I'm
add
sorry.
this as well. Using the word grill, in my heart, I don't believe that that's what Deanna was doing at all. I believe she was trying to get to the truth. I certainly do not want to add any more pain or what many people deem as disrespect or racist for so-called teaming up with a deemed racist. Look, Jason and I have had our past. I'm quite sure he doesn't support me. I hear of things here and there, but that's in my mind, in my heart. That is not what this is about. This is about my situation. Yes, I was furious when I heard the court case on Nessa's when she did the reaction video. Furious. And then the interview that Ms. Bizarro did with Ibe. Yeah, that was infuriating. That's some of the things that she said. And
mind you, this also fell around the same time I was sent the screen recording of what she had done. I cannot go into that any further. And that's the honest God truth.
And the excitement, literally the excitement of going to Mississippi, and I'm not telling anything that others do not know because, Deanna has stated where she lives, to hang out at a picnic with people that I support and care about and have supported for a long, long time, just to play spades. If it was just to play spades and leave and give hugs and goodbye, that would have been awesome with me. Know that I hear you. And I sincerely apologize for offending each and every one of you. But in the way I see it, in the situation, in the way that...
Number one, that apology, I mean, to the deepest depths of my soul. You don't add a but to an apology. Period. Okay? So it should have been period and then on to talking about my situation.
And the way that I see it is not teaming up two races against a black woman. No, no, no. Okay, I know this video is broken up. This is me speaking with 7 stars again.
Surgery yesterday, and I'm not.
I don't believe I'm going to play that part. I mean, I just...
When easily she has.
Okay.
Lord.
7. It will cut.
Okay, we're not going to do that.
That was wrong.
Okay, I think this is it.
I will truly never be able to have enough words and enough I'm sorry, enough that was wrong for me to say that to SK. That was wrong for me to bring that situation up in Ms. Russel's chat. None of those, or those two things. I am not racist. I do not appreciate being lied on. But the main part is that I want you to know I care. I am not better than anyone else. Not better than the next person. I never will be. Period. I apologize deeply for any hurt and anger that you felt the other night and the way you may still be feeling about me today. I was looking through comments still to this day trying to figure out how in the world that horrible...
Now, this is off subject. I'm going to fast forward through, let's see.
To this day, and I know this is off subject.
That I don't know why that repeated. Okay, I'm going to stop it there. I have an emergency, kind of, sort of, and I've got to go figure out what's going on. I apologize for this being so long, and definitely for me not listening to this video before I started the live. This is crazy long. When I have a chance and whenever I make it back home, I will put timestamps to the important parts to me, because there is no beef, as I said, between 7 and I. What's done is done. I will never understand it. I will never understand the doxing part, all that. But you all have a blessed day. May your cup always runneth over. Dita, thank you so much for coming through and saying hey and visiting with me a bit. Anyway, I will see y'all soon. Bye.